Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. I hope you are all doing quite well. It's going to be a two-part kind of video where I'm not going to cut or anything like that for this two-part, but it's going to fit two things I wanted to do today for a video into one, so bear with me if it seems kind of weird and random. So, alright, first things first is with the following game, Animal Crossing. Now, I'm going to rant about it now. I'm going to try to be as constructive as possible with this game. And this is me initially playing it, several days now, almost a week. And, I'm going to give my thoughts of what I think of the content, could have been better, and, various things in between. So it's not going to be me just bashing the holy hell out of the game. I'm going to be fair with it as possible. So, plus I got a drink there I want to do and show. So, alright, first things first, Animal Crossing is, as everyone knows, a simulator with elements of mini games and all this, conjured stuff. Generally, it's catered towards a more feminine persuasion and children. I mean, there's males who do love it too. They have no problem playing it. Myself, I'm playing it, so it's not a bad game for anybody at this point. Henceforth, the rating. So, I can play this game and see some elements they throw in there, which is like, Nintendo character themes, such as Wario's hat here. You can even see that too well. I can't tell from this camera because there's no viewfinder on this end. So, I like the nice little subtle touches of things they add into this game, such as puns, which, a lot of people get a chuckle at, and some of them I laugh too. And they're able to, do what you want with this particular town this time. However, there's a side effect to that I also kind of grit my teeth at. While I understand it's somewhat, they're trying to expand on the game and add new elements, and some elements might get limited. But, I mean, for myself, let me show you here. I have quite a few bells now. I have quite a few bells, as you can hopefully see on the camera there. So, alright. If I have the money to be able to upgrade my town as much as I want, and I have enough money to do so, the game restricts me and says I have to wait a literal in-game day, which is, equivalent of a day in real life, to be able to upgrade or add construction elements to the game, and that... That bothers me, because it's like, if someone's able to complete a project, being able to grind and farm up all those items, then why are you restricting them to do so? I mean, you should just let them can make as much as they want. I mean, yes, is that exploit with the Beatles, but if that's, you're restricting people from being able to grind through that game, but then brag about there being hundreds of hours worth of content when someone can really just crunch in 24 hours to be able to get everything complete. I mean, that's sort of over-obsessing the fact that maybe the game's short. It's just the fact they're stretching it out more by, putting caps on things or throttling things, if you will. Now again, I understand that what they're trying to do with that, I guess, if I can even, fathom that, because I know the game has, it's running on decent hardware now with this handheld, so there's no prerogative why you cannot keep on building, structures such as fountains or the well, or... Because in this game, you can, with your town, you're the mayor, so you're able to lease contracts and be able to upgrade things such as, initiating, higher percentage of taxes for items in shops, or... you can make it so everyone has to chip in and, water plants and trees and what have you. So, and the other fact, too, the one that really makes me tickle is, I mean, I understand they're trying to do with the whole entire, it takes a day for your house to be upgraded. That's cosmetic, fine. But again, it's just the stuff they do to, they slow you down. When it's really, if there's supposedly so much to do, why doesn't it continue itself infinitely? I mean, again, it just to me seems like they're just trying to make it seem like there's more than there really is. Because I understand the game is only so big per se, and it really has, it regenerates content every so often, so such as, you know, a tree here, or I'm sorry, fruit here, or you know, beetles there, and that's the other thing too. With the 3DS version here, you can actually, I believe, update the game and they fix things if things are broken, which so far I haven't really encountered anything broken, which is good. And I believe it's like you get updates or something like you get materialistic items or something in the shop. I can't quite fathom that because I haven't really updated it. So, you know, a lot of people who are, you know, the fans of Animal Crossing and just figured out this exploit with the beetles, where they just cut down every single tree but 2 or 3 trees on this island, which you'll unlock, you know, periodically throughout the game. So once you get this island unlocked, you go and you go on top of this boat, which you pay like 1,000 bells for that. You go across the boat, you can stay there all day if you want, literally all day, and you can just farm your ass off. And what you do with that is you don't give it to the little girl in the shop. You take all these beetles you collect, which is like gold stags, or, you know, what is it, Hercules, I believe it was, and some other ones. And you're able to take these Goliath beetles and all these other beetles and these stags and just go to the mainland and go sell them to your shop, or your recycle shop, which gives you a lot of coin or a lot of bells for that. So people have just figured out this sure shit way to make a lot of bells in the game and pretty much break the game in a sense, because that's generally what it is. Because they pretty much manipulated the system where it's all, you know, they made the spawn rate of the beetles go rapid. I mean, it's not like it's super fast because you have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to get the beetles to spawn. But again, it's just sort of, I don't know. I mean, if the game could not think of other ways to help people level up the game, then I don't know what. But I guess too, where the time of 100 hours be crunched into it would make sense as well if people doing it the old-fashioned way with like periodically collecting the beetles, which, you know, do spawn on normal trees as well as palm trees. Because people say up and down, oh, it's the palm trees. Well, no, I saw gold stags on top of normal trees too. That isn't the point of that. It's just the fact, I guess, because the palm trees conveniently located in the corners. That's the important, you know, because they're so distant away from the ratio of movement to depleted screen. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm overthinking it, but, you know, that's to me something I wish they could have actually elaborated on. I mean, that's that, and the other thing too, while I understand that, you know, the fishing in this game should not be elaborate, it shouldn't be detailed, you know, I wish they could have, at least with this game, you know, brought more to the table for fishing. I mean, I wish they would actually provided more lures, rather than just having a bobber in the water. I mean, you know, I remember a bobber ain't gonna catch you a shark. But again, I understand they're not trying to take the game so seriously. They're not trying to, you know, bring anything too extravagant out for that. They just wanted to keep it simple so people can pick up and play it and be able to enjoy it periodically throughout the day, you know, fragments of the day, and be able to put it down, go do whatever they gotta do, come back later to it. So, I don't know. To me, I'd rather keep on doing content in the game besides farming beetles all day, because past you doing all these said, you know, tasks ahead of you, you've pretty much got nothing else to do in the game. I mean, you can try to run around and find fossils or anything else like that, but, you know, after a while it just does not add up to, you know, consistent gameplay. And, you know, the way they cap you for that day is also very annoying too. It's like, if you want to do more, someone's going to say, stop right there, you can time travel. Why the fuck am I going to time travel? Why? 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 You didn't have your V8 today. So, I don't know, it's just to me a little silly and redundant, I guess, but I digress. I mean, the game's good. I can't say it's like a 9.6 or anything like that to me. It is not a 9.6, it's definitely a 8.5. Now, people are going to be insulted, like, that's a low score, that's too low, what are you doing? A little bit of Dave Chappelle for you there. So, I don't know. I'm trying to find a way that makes this game any higher. I mean, it's not bad. That score by no means is bad. Some people take this as like a 1 through 5 scale ratio here, like somehow I called it a 2 out of 5. It's like, what the you know, it is like the other games, has new elements added to it, and this is pretty much the Madden effect with, in this case, Animal Crossing, where this appeals to a more casual audience. It obviously is more casual than most games, but, you know, it's good. I like it. I actually get a good chuckle out of it from time to time, and it was worth my money, but I freaking wish I could do more in the game. That's all I'm pretty much upset about with the game. That's the only thing I dislike about it. That it just feels a little bit repetitive at some points too. I mean, most games, yeah, people are, oh, I guess running around with a gun isn't repetitive now, is it there, Danny? What's your kill-death ratio, asshole? Sorry, they got back up. So, yeah, I mean, I digress. I'm just kind of trying to find more positives and negatives with this game, so I'm giving it a 0 out of 0. No, I'm kidding, but no, it's definitely worth 8.5. It touches the palate well. It just, for me, I was just hoping for a little bit more out of it. Well, what do you expect for a quick project? Boom! Get the fuck. Sorry, I think really got up that time. I'm calling my lawyer. You're an asshole. Well, I have to apparently put my suit and tie on because now they're firing a visible lawsuit on me. Anyway, on to the next thing here I wanted to do. That, of course, is for a energy drink I've gotten today. And that, of course, is Rockstar Super Sours energy drink, and this happens to be green apple. I like green apple. That's one of my favorite flavors for chewing gum or candies in general. The can looks really awesome. It kind of has like that whole 80s vibe to it. Very urban because of the, you know, how they distinctively put out the colors there. Has that sort of SoCal approach to it as well, I suppose. Actually, yeah, SoCal, very beachy, because a lot of folks who go to clubs and everything, generally around like New Jersey or whatever, you know, drink stuff like this. So it appeals to a, you know, a young, mature audience. I mean, even though more younger, because kids, I see like freaking 8-year-olds guzzling this shit down sometimes. I'm dead serious. I think last time I left, like, freaking wherever else, some kid was like guzzling this shit down because the kid was like crying or something. But I don't know, maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries of observation. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool looking. I gotta say that much. I like the colors. But alright, let's take a swig. It's very light. I don't know. Let me check its temperature. Psst. But no, it's actually quite good. I'm really digging it. I'm just sort of letting it seep across my tongue a little bit and just kind of roll back a little, and it tastes nice. It's probably, I'm gonna crash in like 30 seconds after drinking it though, but I like it. It's something I'd buy every day because it's like $1 something or other. I mean, that's expensive, just especially for a 16 fluid ounce can of this energy drink. But again, I mean, it's 2 servings per container, so you drink half, you drink the other half later, and wow, speech impediment, Jesus. And you know, it adds some sort of variety throughout the day, so you just go drink, drink, and there's your energy. So they say that a serving of this does provide some sort of ample energy, but, you know, honestly, the only thing these do to me is make me very, very sleepy. It's like the reverse effect for energy drinks for me. I just drink them just like with coffee. I'll drink coffee, I'll end up having to take a massive crap after and feel tired. Because me and caffeine do not mix. It's like my bloodstream just goes, I do not want any of that, buddy. You're taking a nap. So, yeah, it's really good though. I actually do enjoy the flavor of that. I like the tanginess of the apple too. After a while, it starts going. It goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi," and then it leaves again. I'm like, "Bye," and it's like, "I'll see you later." You know, and that's generally how the apple goes. I need some help or something, I swear, because I'm talking of absolutely nothing behind this camera. I guess the improv is not working in my favor. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to really do for today. I mean, I wanted to do 2 videos. I said, fuck it, I'll just do it in 1 video. So. But, alright. Take it easy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. Oh!